Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. I hope you all good. Are you well? Enjoying your weather and whatnot? I see the Olympics have begun, and still no compound archery in the Olympics. And I read there this morning that is it the next Olympics? Is that in LA? I think so. There'll be no compound archery then either. So, blows my mind. I mean, as much as, I'm into a recurve archery, but with the massive appeal of the compound, you'd think that it included, for crying out loud. It blows my mind. It's only an inevitability, I suspect, because it's massively popular. And to be honest, World Archery, there's bigger events in World Archery than the fucking Olympics anyway, so I wouldn't be losing much sleep about it. And if you saw the opening ceremony of the Olympics, to be fair, would you want to associate yourself with anything? I know it's only the Paris. What is it? When they do opening ceremonies, it's usually a combination of like I don't know, a history of the Olympics twined with the cultural history of the place where it's been held. I gotta tell you, whoever's in charge of the one in Paris, you're a fucking idiot, in my opinion. My humble opinion. I've never seen such a celebration of ugly, pathetic, irresponsible. All of those kind of words are fittingly accurate descriptions of what I saw. I thought it was just pathetic, opportunistic, of some political ideology to be just taking over a sporting event like the Olympics, and they didn't do themselves any favors. I heard some commentator mention the word brave. I think he should be slapped silly, because that's just the dumbest thing you can say about such a thing. This person knows nothing of bravery, it would seem, to come and use it in this context. What a fucking moron. It was just blatant ugly. That's the one word that, I mean, you say Paris, France, I think fashion, elegance, class, talent, all of these good things. So that's why I believe in my heart of hearts that the people of France are probably as disappointed as I am in big elements of this opening ceremony, which, let's be fair, it's fuck all to do with the Olympics, really. It's just, like I said, some politically motivated ideology kidnapping the event to fucking, which is sad in itself, but those in charge of the event should have a bit of backbone and say, listen, back the fuck off with your nonsense. This is a celebration of Olympians, the sacrifices, the effort required to acquire a gold medal, silver, bronze medal in the Olympics historically. You know, it's like they've just pissed all over that, as far as I'm concerned, with this pathetic, zero thinking involved here. It's just pathetic, ugly symbolism of base ugliness. Serious mental health issues are riddled the fucking thing. It's just my humble opinion. But anyway, so I wouldn't be losing sleep over a compound archery not being included in the Olympics anytime soon. Fuck 'em. I mean, what'll I do? I'll probably check out the archery more on YouTube than anything else, you know, highlights and the equestrian shows that they have there. That's about all I'll get out of it. And even at that, it's not going to be making or breaking my day. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, so that's what I thought of that. Fucking loaded nonsense. Nonsense! Blues let me down. But on a brighter note, and a much more real world vibe, Dunbrody 100 is happening in this fall next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm looking so forward to going there. I'm looking so forward to being in the trenches, as they say. I love shooting that place. I love going to that place. All but the drive. The drive's a bit of a bitch, but we make sacrifices. We have to. It's worth it. It's more than worth it. And I'm looking so forward to it. It's going to be great. And I think it's the last 2-day event where you can get to shoot so many. It's good practice. Because Laois then at the end of September, is it the 28th, 29th of September, I think. I saw something this morning on Facebook about it. They're having, is it the Hunter Championships? Which is another shoot I'm so looking forward to. And so Dunbrody is like a double bubble. You get to have great fun, meet loads of cool heads, and have the laugh and shoot loads. And all the while you're kind of training for Laois, it's a win-win. Awesome, I thought. So I'm looking forward to that. I put it out on Facebook I think last night. Who's going? And there's a bunch of heads right in straight away. I was delighted to see some familiars there again. It's great. And I put it to y'all. Come on, who's going? Let me know. Let's have a chat at Dunbrody 100. They've been doing a subtle but cool and consistent kind of promotion of a sort. Oh, it's a promotion, I guess. With their big bison animation, which is very lovely. It's very well done. I'm a big fan of that. And I hope it's a massive success for Dunbrody. Because like I said, Dunbrody is number one. It is the Real Madrid, which apparently caused some division. And I did say, no bitching, folks. Just be real. It is what it is. Everyone says, yeah, but for what I shoot, blah, blah, blah. Look, it's number one. Just fucking deal with it. It's nice to be nice. And unlike the folks who set up the whole opening ceremony of the Olympics, if you disagree with a thing or an ideology, the weakest attempt to fight it or to argue it is to belittle it. You know what I mean? Belittling a thing just because you're in a disagreement with it is not the way to go. The way to go is to show without a shadow of a doubt why it is as you would deem it to be and give an alternative. That's the appropriate procedure. Not to lower down to this fucking level that they did in Paris recently with this nonsense, this shambolic expression of ignorance. But look, I'm just saying, Dunbrody, in my opinion, yeah, definitely number one. There's always a sense of occasion there as well. And it's like a fucking festival. And the 2 times I've been there, I think there was a championship there and there was some other thing. But it always seemed like there was a sense of occasion about the place. Something that was lacking at UKIFAC, I might add. Even though the lovely mayor showed up and she was like all smiles and thank yous and whatnot. But still, you need more than a mayor, folks. You need to have that atmosphere. And that doesn't happen overnight. That's something you have to sacrifice for. Your time, your effort to get in. We're hoping to do it's early doors with us at Red Fox Archers, but I'd be looking to Dunbrody, and then second and third to that, I suppose, I'd be looking to Limerick, I'd be looking to Laois, I'd be looking to, where was Seafood Championships on? Blackcastle Archers, they have a lovely setup there. So I'd be looking, when I'm at these places, you're always looking, you're always seeing, you're always thinking, okay, what can we bring to the table? What can we steal from them? What ideas that work? Implement them into our own little marathon to go yet. But it's, if you're going to aim for things and innovate maybe, that's where it is. But at the moment with Red Fox, it's just like, whew, well, we started. No, what the fuck. But no, it's going to be a great adventure. But we require responsible members who are willing to put in Because it's not, look, we're all busy, folks. There's no doubt about it. Everyone is busy in their own little way. But it's like, it's only as strong as its weakest member, you know what I mean? So, well, even myself, I'm thinking, fuck, where am I going to get the time to do anything? So you gotta say, okay, I will make the time to do this thing that I can maybe do once a week. And that's what I'm beating around in my brain with at the moment. So when we have our next meeting, you can see what is required. And then you can say, well, I'm only going to say what I know I can commit to. But it's going to be minimum. There's a minimum there that I know I can commit to. But when I commit to it, that's it. It's done. And I think with that approach, if everyone could bring that kind of approach to the table, many hands, you know, slowly, catchy monkey. I don't know where that expression comes from. So there you go. We have Dunbrody to look forward to, and we have thereafter Leash in September. I think, is there anything after that? I think there is something else. It's missing in my brain. Tifam. The Tifam Festival is in the middle of the two, I believe. I think that's at Blackcastle Archers. The lads have been a bit quiet about it this time round, but we'll ring the bell. And see what happens. So if you're into archery, folks, you really got to look into these things, because you're missing out on a terrible amount of fun. And the people are just lovely. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised that I'm fucking constantly talking about it. I was going to set up another channel specifically for having like an archery kind of where all the archery talk would be just there. But it's not late. Well, it is kind of lazy on my part, but at the same time, I'm fairly limited with what I have facility wise. I mean, this is my art studio that I do Blackbird in, and it's set up in such a way now that, because, you know, Blackbird is the thing, and I'm not going to change anything in here. I'd have to take that massive painting down, and it's just, fuck this. I'd have to set up some bows and whatnot and arrows and make it more make it more archery. Whereas it's like, fuck, it's a lot of hassle. I mean, I'd be lucky to just get in here for 20 minutes to talk shit to you lovely people and give you that dose of superiority complex. But that's why I'm kind of not doing it. That's why I'm just keeping everything under the Blackbird umbrella. And it seems all the archery folks, there's a bunch that enjoy the Blackbird, and so we're going to keep it at the Blackbird. And why not? You know what I mean? It's a fucking beautiful thing. So the Blackbird will cater for art, it'll cater for kayaking, it'll cater for anything and everything. If there's someone who's willing to talk about it, it's welcome here. Within reason, like, you know. No fucking parish shenanigans will be tolerated in this establishment. Fuck's sake. So this is just, I'm going shooting there now shortly. I got a new string. It's a string I had on a previous bow that came with the bow. I mean, I'm shooting the same kind of height anyway. My risers were the same, and my limbs are the same, so in turn the string is the same. But this is me now learning a new thing, basically. That's why I mention it. The string is thicker than the one that my buddy Owen Reynolds made. Stringfellow, Mr. Stringfellow. He made a lovely blue and white string, and I've been using that for the past year. And now I got, I don't know why I even put it on the other evening. I was just thinking, I have another string. I wonder what that's like, that kind of thing. So I put it on, and I noticed immediately the thickness is more so on this string, the black and white string. I thought nothing of it. Sure, okay. It's not frayed. It's fine. It measured 9 straight off the bat, so I was happy with that. Great, no fucking around. And I went out shooting then. And I don't know. Oh yeah, I was getting back to my, what we call my gap. So if I'm aiming for the X, I'm coming about a foot or so down below the X, and that would be my gap, and I would get the X or thereabouts. So I'm gapping with this new string, and my arrow goes into what I was gapping. So if I'm going a foot down from the X in order for my arrow to hit the X, my arrow actually went a foot down to where I was aiming for in order to get the X. Did you follow that? Because I'm starting to wonder what the fuck are you talking about? But that's what happened. So I thought, interesting. So at 20 yards, I aimed directly at the X, and I pretty much got the X. I was thinking, for fuck's sake, I was just getting a handle on my gap again, and now it's all gone to shit. So I started messing with that, and then, it started, instead of gapping, or we'll say gapping at the X to get the X, so basically aiming right down the arrow. I have the arrow right at the X, let loose, and I get the X or thereabouts. And then it started to kind of go all over the place again. But then for the most part, the arrows were going into the 5 or the X. So we'll say I used the paper target that has the yellow 5, the red 4. These are the rings around it, the colour for the scoring. So the yellow is, we'll say 5. Then the red is like 4. The blue then is like 3, and so on and so forth. And so I was in the red and in the yellow for the most part, with 5 arrows at 20 yards. And then I tried to kind of, let's be real, because this is probably just, a warming up experience. So I went from the X and I went down to the very bottom of the yellow circle, so tangent with the red 4. And I gapped at that, and there was a bit more order to it. But it's still at 20 yards, it shouldn't be that. To go from a foot, sometimes a foot and a half, depending on your mood. So I was thinking maybe I'm just slouching. So I tried to flex a bit more and be more assertive with the bow arm and my back, and make sure I'm my chin up. And then I'd say, that's the way I'm going to shoot it from. So lock in, and everything is the same. I know there wasn't much difference. So then I shot at the 30. Same approach. I locked on, we'll say, the arrow to the X at 30 yards, let loose, and it was about a foot below the X. So I was thinking, okay. So my thing has changed. So, that's what it should be really at the 20 yards. So then I went a foot, I put this little plastic marker above, about a foot above the X on the 30. And I'm going to aim for this guy. I did the whole lock-in thing. I gapped at this plastic marker about a foot up from the X on the 30 yards, and I blew the fucking thing away. I hit it, direct hit. Now, for me, that was a brilliant shot, but not so great that I have to replace the plastic thing, which usually is like a plastic peg you get your target stuck in. So then I'm thinking I'm back to square one. So I tried, I'm going to try it again. And it slowly, I shot I was shooting 5s. So maybe 25 arrows before it started to kind of come down a bit. And then it was like, I don't know, I'm still not too sure. That's why I'm going out there shortly after this to see what the fuck is going on with my gap. But I felt like there was some progress being made, which was great. Which was great. But, it was weird when it felt like I was trad shooting or something, you know what I mean? So I have to check that out now and have fun with that, because I know Dunbrody's only kind of like I think it's a fun shoot for 2 days. It's just a big celebration, like a birthday, 2-day event. But I always want to do well in Dunbrody. I always try to. I've done one day where I've done well, and then, as you know, the fucking lemon tea incident on the Sunday, Scooby-Dooed everything. So, and the travelling, I'm going to try to stay there. I was looking at accommodation last night, and I must say I wasn't impressed. So, I'm going old school on it. I'm going to get me a tent, break my fucking back, but it should be fun. There's loads of they accommodate that which is great. So I'm looking forward to that, but more so, I'm looking forward to going out there now and firing about 100 arrows before the crazies get back and try to fine-tune to some degree my gapping, because I'm feeling a bit more excited about it now. It's like I was in this lull, and then with the new bow and then the fuck-ups of the previous bow, it seemed to go on forever until I made the decision, or it was made for me, and I got the new bow and my Batman bow, by the way. So yeah, we're running to a nice little hat trick of optimism and events that will be timely there. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope to see. Now, another thing, there's a lot of names popping up there on the Facebook thing, liking shit and commenting about shit. Now, if you listen to the Blackbird guys, you know that I'm brain dead, okay? You know that I'm not great with names and faces, so if I'm out there and you walk past me and you're thinking, fucker never even said hello, you gotta just say, hey, you know? You gotta stop me, because you know I'm fucking brain dead. I've got 2 crazy kids, and a crazy woman, and a stupid dog, and a mad cat. I'm just not, my brain is fucked. You gotta approach me, say, how you doing? I'll be very nice. I'll be super nice, and we'll have the crack. So that's all I have to say to you folks. I just wanted to ring the bell for Dunbrody and for Leash and for the fam. I'll go, I suppose, more in depth. Maybe one of the boys will come in and have a chat about it and see how that goes. I'd like to do more of the on-site chit-chats at the shoots, but I need to get set up for that, because, I mean, even here in the studio, the fucking sound isn't what I would like it to be even yet, because, you know, yes, I am a fucking moron. But look, I'm meant to be just painting my paintings, okay? Writing poems, talking shit with cool people who equally know nothing, but we love talking. That was the dream, folks. But now I'm multiple responsibilities, and I embrace each and every one of them. Adventures, many adventures, every day, to the point where my body is just fucking get a holiday, son. So after that coffee-infused rant, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll talk to you soon, folks. Be good, get practicing, and hopefully see y'all at Dunbrody, and if not Dunbrody, Leash, and be good, be cool. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.